Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. So glad you guys have come to join me in what I hope will be a lovely playthrough. Hez! Oh no! Oh no, Summer, what's wrong? Loom, I hope, will be good. I basically don't remember Loom at all. This is not technically a blind playthrough, because I have played it before, but it's basically a blind playthrough, because I remember nothing about it. But Summer, I'm so sad that that you're not doing well. Um, Feel free to share anything that you feel comfortable sharing. This is a super welcoming, super comforting community, at least for me. So, anything we can help with, please know that we will. Um, and frankly, if all you need is some distraction, I hope I'm in the position to offer that. There's goddamn there ramen nudes. But yes, I'm going to be playing Loom, which is a LucasArts point and click adventure game. Well, it's a LucasArts adventure game. I'm not sure it's actually technically classed as a point and click. It has a lot of differences to games we've played before. I'm really sorry to hear about that, Summer. What I can say is that, however bad things seem, I at least am happy that you're around. I can't comment on anybody else, but I'm happy you're around. I think, at least for me, the world is better with you in it. And I know I'm just some dude on the internet, but that's a position I'm in, and I just want to say that. Which I know from experience doesn't fix things. It doesn't automatically make you feel better. It doesn't automatically take away bad things. But at the same time, yeah, I want you to be here, and I don't mean in my stream, although I also want you to be in my stream because you're cool. But I want you to be around. And also, as Pez says, you do also underestimate the love that we have, which doesn't mean that you have to share. Again, I do not want to force anybody to share anything they're not 100% comfortable with. But if you want to share, this is a community where that will be completely accepted, and nobody's going to judge you for it. And yeah, but at the same time, if all you want is distraction, this is also, I hope, a pretty good place for it. So yes, Loom. Loom was apparently a 1990 game, so keep in mind that this game is 30 years old. It is going to look like a game from 1990. So it may not be as pretty as Fable, but at least from my memory, it is a much better game. It also has a much more serious plot than a lot of LucasArts games. LucasArts tends to be slightly comedic, very lighthearted. This is different in that regard. But let me stop beating around the bush and start playing. Let's get some sound. And let us get ready to go on, say it. You want to say it? I was still muted. Go on, say it. Sorry, Sam. I feel the same way.
Please choose your skill level.
So, yes. It is time for us to please choose our skill level.
Please choose your skill level.
I'm not going to go into detail yet about what the 3 different skill levels are. However, I'm going to be playing on standard,
Please choose your skill level.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing on standard. In the original version, standard and expert had different endings.
Please
Apparently, in the
choose
modern
your skill
releases,
level.
they've got the same ending. Pez, you're still a baby, don't worry. Okay.
Welcome to the age of the great guilds.
You know, this is a shockingly good-looking game. Pez. Pez, I don't like that sentence. Oh, this is deep nostalgic for me. Right, Sam? It's so pretty. You can see a lot of the same artists from the original Monkey Island worked on this. But this has, like, voice acting and stuff. Or to some extent. And there's Navi.
Rise, son of Signa. It is the dawn of your 17th year. The elders await you in the sanctuary.
I've never known them to weave such a bright messenger nymph. I wonder why the elders want to see me. I'd better get down to the village.
Okay. Press F9 to toggle text on screen on or off. I like on-screen text. Yes. Hello, Leaf.
The last leaf of autumn.
Now, one thing you'll notice if you've seen my other playthroughs, especially of LucasArts adventure games, at the bottom, there are no verbs. There's no open, close, there's no push, pull, use, any of that. In fact, at the moment, the bottom is completely blank. And I also don't have an inventory, which immediately sets this aside. However, you saw there are still items that you can interact with. Yes, Juice, I technically started winter. Why are you trying to bash Stardew Valley, Pez? What did Stardew Valley ever do to you? Oh, okay. I have not yet modded Stardew, but I am tempted after what Deer told me. Okay. That is several, Pez. Yeah, probably can't find the game in all the mods. Honestly, this art is great. It's aged super well. And as Summer says, lots of good dithering. I assume this means look. No. It's gold.
Don't these people ever clean up after themselves?
Okay. I don't think I'm meant to be here yet. Perhaps there's another place, another tent to go. This one looks fancy. Oh.
This wall hasn't been dyed yet.
Yeah. Or is this?
This wall hasn't been dyed yet.
Again, voice acting in 1990, and this is high quality voice acting. Kind of impressive.
Grass green. I hate that colour.
Now, did you hear that? That's something that's going to become important later. So at least at the moment, there's no background music. But there's clearly something. Is that not interactable? Okay. That's going to become important shortly. Grass green is great. Oh. This isn't ominous at all. How are there pillars? This is inside a tent. This is... Okay. Was the second last area in Undertale inspired by this scene? Because that's got some strong Undertale vibes. I mean, other way around, I suppose. Well, that's interesting. That's the first of these that's shown any kind of damage.
The last section tells about the decline of the guilds.
Oh. Excuse me?
There's a third shadow gathering.
I could have looked at all of these.
That's strange. The end is completely torn off.
I assumed they were just decoration. I'm sorry, I have to go back. Because this kind of sets the scene. Although I do wish he moved a little bit faster. It's worth noting our character is Bobbin Threadbare, which is a wonderful name.
There's the long tapestry. I don't remember it looking so old and frayed. The threads describe the creation of the world and the passing of the two shadows.
Okay. That all we getting. Okay. The world was created. There were two shadows. They passed. Since there's no background music, I might put something on, as I did with Fable.
Here's more of the tapestry. The pattern shows the entire history of the Weavers, back to the founding of the great guilds. The pattern shows the entire history of the Weavers, back to the founding of the great guilds.
It's not really explained in a lot of detail, but basically what happened, this is a fantasy world. The world was created, there was an age of dragons during what was called the Second Shadow. The Second Shadow passed, and all the trades created great guilds. And one of them, the guild to which you belong, is the Weavers Guild, which ended up becoming monumentally powerful.
And the elders don't look at all pleased with her.
You have heard the findings of this council, Dame Hetchel? Have you anything to say in your own defense?
My elders, my actions speak for themselves.
This reckless defiance is intolerable. Any secret you share with Signa's son might be turned against us.
His talent is awakening, and the power is very strong in him. We dare not desert him now.
Stubborn old fool! Who are you to decide such things?
Enough, Lachesis. Hetchel, I am grieved to see your many years of service end in such disgrace.
My destiny is yours to weave.
Hetchel, the fabric of your life has been woven by your own choices.
Gaze once more upon the great Loom, if you would know your ultimate destiny. For that destiny is now upon you.
Oh. Oh?
A swan's egg. What does it mean? Something is deeply wrong. That draft has never failed before.
What is that noise? Outside!
The guild is under attack!
Who dares to desecrate the great Loom of the Weavers?
This is the work of that demon boy! We should kill him while we still can!
Your name will be cursed forever, son of Signa, Loom child, Bobbin Thread...
My name? But I had nothing to do with this. Wait, where are you going? No explanations. No goodbyes.
Um,
And once again, I'm left behind.
so several things happened there. So that's where our character's name was introduced, Bobbin Threadbare. He has been described as son of Cigna. The Great Loom turned a lady who tried to help me into a swan's egg, and then seemingly turned the rest of them into swans. Juice, I don't think they did that on purpose. I think that happened to them. Okay.
Egg, it's trying to open.
So this is important. The main way you interact with the world in this game is through music.
It's heavier than it looks.
So this is called a distaff, and it is how you weave music, and the music weaves reality. The Guild of Weavers became so powerful that they were not just weaving fabric; they were weaving the fabric of reality. And so here's one of the main differences. Well, the only significant difference between standard and expert is that in standard mode, when you learn a new song, you can actually see it showing up on your stuff. In expert mode, you just have to listen and play it by ear, which I'm terrible at. But yes, this has some Wonder Song vibes, which I didn't quite pick up before. So now let's listen to the egg again. So it's E, C, E, D.
The egg, it's trying to open.
And if we play the song the egg taught us, then we weave reality.
There's my boy.
What's happening? The whole village has flown away without us.
From the moment you came into this world, Bobbin, great and terrible things have been happening. The elders hoped that your birth was the cause of it.
Why would the elders want to get rid of me? I'm such an awful weaver that they never even let me study with the others.
They fear you, Bobbin. When the swan arrived, they were already trying to weave the same draft on you that they had worked on me. But the draft turned against them. It means only one thing, that the pattern is failing of its own accord.
No. Can't it be stopped?
Stop chaos? The only thing to do is embrace it and turn ourselves into creatures of shadow. Or plan our escape.
So there's some heavy lore here.
To where?
I don't know. But if we are to survive, we must find out where that flock has flown and join them if we can.
Okay, so it seems like
You've already found Atropos's distaff. Good. You won't be able to weave very much with it at first, but as you practice, its true power will be revealed to you.
it's a good point, Sand. It makes it feel very dynamic.
It's time to leave this island, Loom Child. Your destiny lies beyond the sunset, across the sea.
Mother Hetchel, where are you going?
Goodbye, Bobbin. I must follow the swans.
Well, this is a fine mess. Everybody's gone and I still don't understand what's going on. Why did they keep calling me Loom Child? Nobody's ever let me anywhere near a loom.
So, in response to Juice's earlier question, it actually looks like they turned themselves into swans on purpose to escape. And when she flew away, she like tore a hole in reality and flew through it. It was interesting. Hi, Cam. You've come in on an interesting game. Hello, Loom. Okay. So it's worth noting...
Those are the same 4 threads spun by the elders.
Those 4 notes...
They're still echoing in the loom.
I cannot play most of them. At the moment, I can only play C, D, and E.
That thread's too high for me.
So I can't even do anything with the loom at the moment. But I did see something earlier. If you remember, this is not the first time we've come across something that tried to teach us musical notes. Stealth! So earlier we came across that dying pot, and die as in D-Y-E, not a pot that is on the verge of death. We came across the dying pot, and it also gave us a melody. And this, if I remember correctly, is also the introduction of one of the cooler mechanics in the game. This one? No. I don't like those eyes. Yeah, so let's go check out the... So let's listen to this. So, C, C, C,
Grass
D.
green. I hate that colour.
How dare you? C, 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 D is the dying song. So... we can now turn things
changed.
grass green. And here is one of my favorite features of this game. It is so cool. So, C, 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 D dyed it green. By reversing it, we can
There.
undye
Looks much better
things.
in white.
Songs played in reverse have their opposite effect, which is so cool. So almost all of the puzzle solving in this game is done through knowing... Oh! I can't play that yet, but thank you for trying to teach me. Right, Sam? I think the thing that shocks me about Loom is that no other game has kind of tried to do this since.
That's
Not that
the
I'm
book
aware
of
of.
patterns. I already know what's in it.
Okay, so he's not interested in the book.
Grass green. I hate that colour.
Oh, shut up, Bob. Okay, so there's a spell there that I don't really know, that I can't play yet. What I'm curious about is, like, at the moment, that the dyeing and bleaching song, honestly, not super useful. But it will be at some point. It must be. Oh. Hi, Doc. Herb friend, tell me your secret. E, C, D. Okay, this is one I can play. You know what, Juice? I'm gonna try that. I can...
Didn't work.
Okay. I was gonna say, I can hardly believe that worked. So, unfortunately, not every draft works on every item. But I wish it did. Sorry, Gull, what was your song again? I think it was E, C, E, D. Was. Is this going to be like a flying spell?
That must not be the right draft.
That's interesting. So it is the draft it taught me. ECED. Let's try it backwards.
I guess that draft isn't going to help me here.
So it's not clear what that does. Hi, Clam. Can I turn a clam into a gull? I don't know why that was useful. Okay, so ECED is an opening spell. You know what? I don't normally do this. I'm gonna open Notepad. I'm literally gonna take notes on the spells because, like, I don't want to pull up a walkthrough just to get the spells. Because honestly, I'm super enjoying the process of like learning the spells. So I'm just gonna take notes. So ECED was the opening spell. So what happens when we close this on the gull's face?
I hate to ruin the poor gull's breakfast.
Oh, nothing. Okay, so this sequence is not puzzle solving, it's literally just teaching you the opening spell. I mean, that's rad. Bobbin is not evil, I can accept that. There's a big old fire here. Pez, do you have like super modded Stardew now? Doesn't look like there's much more to do in the village yet, and going to the docks has proven to be monumentally unhelpful. It opened at least. You know what? That is step one, Pez. I love how shiny the stars are. Okay, there's a hole in the tree.
There's an owl in there.
But it only played D. That's interesting.
There's an owl in there.
Is curious what this owlish song is.
Another owl.
DC.
Didn't know there were
DCC.
so many owls in these woods. That one is empty.
Oh. Am I missing a hole?
It's still empty.
Oh. Sorry, Stealth. I missed your fried pig. So here's an interesting thing. So it was DCC.
I guess that draft doesn't apply to holes.
There are... one of the interesting things about this game that is not common in adventure games is that you can learn spells without knowing them. So I'm going to try a bunch of things for the fourth note.
I guess that isn't a draft.
Okay, so that isn't a draft. But D, C, C, D is.
I don't think I spun that right.
Or does D, C, C, C? You were basically right, Stealth. Okay.
I guess that draft doesn't apply to holes.
Oh, wait. DCCC is literally just the dying green spell. Well, it's the backwards one. It's bleaching. I was trying to bleach a hole, which fortunately does have a meaning depending on the context. So you do have something to tell me, right?
There's an owl in there.
It is. But all drafts are... all drafts, as far as I know, are 4 notes long. Sorry, I'm just rearranging my own notes. I'm not commonly a note taker in games, but this is interesting. You will hear my keyboard clacking occasionally because I've got a mechanical keyboard. So DCCC is bleach. DCCD does nothing.
Right? I guess that isn't a draft.
DCCE does nothing, so it's possible that it will have to be one of the later ones. Or just another hole will tell me something, and I was wrong, and that you can learn things by magic. Or by magic is the wrong term.
He's fast asleep.
Fast asleep. Can I open him to open his eyes?
I can't even get owls to respond to my drafts.
Hi, Thorns.
Ouch.
Hi, Rabbit. That's how you get the 4th owl into the hole. Yeah.
All the holes are full now.
Okay, so I was wrong. You do have to learn the spell before you can do the spell. Possibly that's different on expert mode.
I guess that draft doesn't apply to holes.
Still don't know what it does. But that's fine. I wonder if it applies to the brambles. Stealth, if I could VIP you again, I would.
I don't think you can weave with thorns.
Let me try opening these. Rip. I like cancel.
That thread's too high for me.
Let's move those aside. Nope.
I don't think you can weave with thorns.
Is there anywhere else I can go?
Destiny shall draw the lightning down from heaven, roll its thunder far across the sea, to where I wait upon the shore of wonder, on the day the sky is opened and the tree is split asunder.
those sure are words. So in memory of Lady Signa Threadbare. I was called Son of Signa. I am Bobbin Threadbare. So this is presumably my mother, who was 21 when she died. Which is super. Damn. What? Did you just want your own? Did you want Pride Pig to be yours? You don't want to share Pride Pig. Okay.
The day the sky is opened.
That is a pretty rad statement. Why cannot? You know what? Can I dye you green? No, I'm getting red sparkles.
I don't think you can weave with thorns.
I think that's basically saying no spells necessary here. It's amazing. I remember none of this. I think I only played it once, and I'm not even sure I ever finished it. I feel like I've been everywhere. I clearly haven't. Why did I get the dye green spell? Neither dye green nor bleach has thus far been useful to me. I wonder if those tapestries might say something different when they're a different color? I mean, certainly worth thinking about. Oh? Is there anything different about
The
it?
threads describe the creation
No.
of the world and the passing of the two shadows.
But I could do it. So that makes me think about the third tapestry, which was torn. I could just make these all green. Yes, Pez, I hope it works. I'm gonna try dyeing you green first to see if that does anything special. Oh no, Pez, is it too loud? Or am I too loud? I don't think this will do
That's
anything.
strange. The end is completely torn off.
Didn't do anything. Oh. Okay, so it's fading. Oh, rip Pez's ears. It's interesting that that didn't bleach it, it just undyed it. Wait a second, there's a door here. Can I go through this door? Yes? No? No. Is there anything to the right? So Dame Hetchel said I have to leave. She said I had to sail across the ocean, which makes me think of going to the docks again. Very possibly I haven't explored them sufficiently. It's worth noting I still don't know what the owl song does. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I forgot about the owl song. That doesn't do anything here.
The draft
Fine.
must not work on tapestries.
Wait a second. Wait a second. They're owls. Do I vaguely remember this?
It might help to point at something first.
Yes. Yes, I know what the spell is. I think. If you remember, there's one room where your eyes become an interactable object. Now, what do we know about owls' eyes? I mean, Pez in all states is pretty cool. So yes, earless Pez would be pretty cool. However, I would prefer Pez not to rip his ears off. Especially not for a dingus like me. So, now my eyes are interactable. Owls have good night vision.
Help to point at something first.
Buddy, I'm...
Maybe I should stand a bit closer.
Am I wrong? I thought I could cast that on myself.
Don't these people ever clean up after themselves?
I thought I could cast that on myself. You named your character Gonkus and your farm Donkus. Ah, I can apply this to darkness. Okay. That is the light spell. Which reveals a weaving wheel. Hey, I know this story. We got hay, we got a wheel, we got gold.
Don't these people ever clean up after themselves?
CCCE, I suspect, turns straw into gold. Which is very... Oh, what was his name? Rumpelstiltskin, was it? Oh? We got a different sound there. I just unlocked a new... Okay, I can now play F. That's very exciting. Now, I think it was over here. By the way, I normally look up how long a game is before I play it. I didn't do that this time. So I don't know if this is going to be like a single stream game. But oh my lord, am I into this. I don't know if I'll ever have to turn straw to gold again, or if that just earned me the F.
It's still dripping. What a mess.
Yeah, but it taught me a thing. Oh, there we go. No, that uses G. I wonder if I can bleach this. No.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
So, if I remember correctly, the main Loom gave me, well, wanted to give me a spell that had like a full, a full octave up, which I can't really do anymore. Yet. What am I saying anymore? I don't think there's anything to do over here. This is where I started. How did Robin rob you, Pez? Also, please tell me in that case that she's called Hood. Can I do anything here? No. I'm sorry, Robin took 103,000 gold from you? How and why? Also, did you not just start a new farm? The bridge needed fixing, and it cost 103,000 gold. Can I turn you into gold? I cannot.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Can I close this clam for no good reason? I certainly can. Have I just not explored here enough? Oh? Oh! The fact that I can do that at all is interesting. Hey, Bubbles! How are you? Okay, Bobbin does not want to be in the water. Hmm. You guys already taught me your spell. I'm not sure what a prismatic shard is.
There's an owl in there.
I don't think I've ever actually seen one in Stardew Valley. I don't know when your birthday is, but if I get a dinosaur egg or a prismatic shard, I will find a way to move it from one game to another. You know what, Bubbles? Don't explain that. I want it as is.
Ouch. Ouch.
Don't you ouch me. I want you to figure something out. I wonder if this counts as like straw. No.
I don't think you can weave with thorns.
I'm super confused already. Which, I mean, I don't actually hate. Like, it's part of the experience. Can I, like, walk back here? Nope, these are just side to side. Side to side. There doesn't help. Nothing up there helps. I've got F. Kim, I have a very important question. Is that what I think it is? Because if it is, I will show it on stream. But I need to know ahead of time that it's what I think it is. Okay. I'm going to pause quickly to show something very important. I may also decide to put on a little bit of background music, because as much as I'm enjoying this game, oh, it's not what I thought it was. But it's glorious. Observe. Observe. Very good all around. I approve. Thank you for sharing that with me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put on some background music. I'm gonna put the volume low because I still want the game to be the focus. But without background, it's a little bit quiet. Tell me if that's a bit loud at any point. Niv! Niv, how it goes? Can I interact with these at all? No. So, the spilled flask needs a G, which I don't have. Nothing to apologize for, Niv. I'm glad to hear it. Niv, that picture you put on Twitter earlier is so cool. Yeah, that starts with a C. Like a C1 up. There's no way I can interact with this. Eggshell, not useful. Presumably Pez, because as much as it is a game, games still represent, like, our game characters are still us to some extent, and that means, you know, that kind of feels like us doing the us thing. There you go, Stealth. It's a lowercase p on peak dance. Now, I don't like this being undyed. Hey, that's rad, Niv. I still don't have that. This is a little gonker. Not completely gonkers. You have to specifically attach it to NVIDIA Drive. Isn't one of, like, I'm surprised I can't learn, like, a burning song from the fire, which seems like it would be a thing and super useful. Can I turn this gold back into straw? I can. That is...
Maybe I should spin this back.
Okay, fine. No problem, Sam. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, let's make it one of the fancy sprinklers. At least the middle level sprinkler. Because those middle level sprinklers, that's where it starts getting... Or iridium. I mean, it is entirely up to you. Okay, so that's not helpful for me. I don't seem to be able to go into that. Okay. I'm gonna undye you. Maybe that's useful.
There. Looks much better in white.
I disagree with you, but whatever. Can I turn this liquid? Can I undye the dye? I cannot.
Nothing. That draft doesn't seem to work on pots.
That sounds really cool, Niv. I wish you luck. And if it's one of these things where you need people to vote, no, because we cannot click on ourselves, unfortunately, Stealth. If you need people to vote, Niv, you just let us know, and I'm sure we all will. Yeah. Wait a second. I can interact with the stars. Now this I vaguely remember.
I like the view from the cliff better.
Okay. The tombstone said the day the sky opens. I have the opening spell and I can interact with the sky.
Maybe I should stand a bit closer.
Okay, he said he likes the view from the cliffs better. Okay, I'm making progress. This is weird. Also, that background is wonderful. I feel like it's changed. I don't remember it being like sunrise. Okay. I agree with stuff. Hey, you are. This is an old LucasArts adventure game, and by old I mean 30 years old, called Loom, in which the major way you interact with the world is by using magical spells which take the form of music. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Truly, you are some pig. Yeah, I only started a little while ago, but it's a really, really interesting concept for the way the game works.
Is it over?
That is not what I expected to happen, but it was some kind of progress. But yeah, it's a very interesting way to interact with the environment. Oh, cool. I would assume, given the similar surnames and your mention of your wife yesterday, that would be Susie Smith. In which case, welcome. I mean, either way, welcome. But that's really cool. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. So remember how I could jump off here and I didn't know what that meant? That's because now there's a branch. Okay. That's not seaworthy, Bobbin. That's... Oh! And there are the swans. Following us, silhouetted. Like, that's just a broken bit of tree. You cannot cross the ocean in that. Stealth. Gotta love it.
Huh?
Oh? Ah.
Huh?
So that's rather large.
Huh?
He keeps almost saying something. I'm gonna save. I would like to interact with it without dying. Ooh, it's teaching me a thing? FDDE.
I think that's close enough.
So, I have a suspicion that FDDE is like a spinning spell, and that I have to do the opposite to stop it. However, I'm going to just try it as is. Okay, red sparkle, so that didn't work.
Well, that only twisted it tighter.
Yes, okay. So it's like a twisting spell. It's so cool. Okay. Once again, weaving reality. I've learned G. Can I go back? No, I cannot go back. Bobbin, where are you off to, lad? Wait, come back, I want... I want to see if there's anything on the beach I can interact with. I mean, the answer appears to be no, but still. Well, good lord, Pez, that's a lot. But yes, so basically there's like this cosmic loom, and each thread on the loom corresponds with one of these notes. I think what it came down to is they wanted to use music, but they also wanted the concept of weaving reality, and so they kind of put them both together. This single scene right here, I vaguely remember. I do feel... Whoop.
Halt! Who goes? Well, well, well. Looks like a scrawny runt trying to sneak into our flocks.
Sneak? You call that sneaking? I heard them coming all the way in from town.
Thought you were going to fleece some shepherds, did you? Maybe we ought to take the shears to you instead.
Listen, I mean, I'm not looking for sheep or trouble. I'm looking for a flock of swans.
Swans?
Swans! You know, birds.
Oh, swans! Of course. We should have known. Everybody comes here when they want swans.
Okay, bro, I don't even know who you are.
You're some sort of wizard off to fly away with them birdies.
Right.
I literally am.
Wizard? You wouldn't happen to be the great wizard that Fleece was telling us about, would you now?
Fleece?
He is sort of dressed like a wizard.
I don't know. He doesn't look very powerful to me.
I'm a
Me
weaver.
neither. I say we don't let him by until we know for sure. Come on then, wizard. Let's see some magic. Or else... Going somewhere, little wizard?
Okay, buddies.
They're off with the elders back home. Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Let's try it backwards. That didn't do any good either.
There's nobody better at stealth than us shepherds.
Aye, and you'll have to do better than that to get past us.
Let us spin them around. No.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Niv. Excuse? I think I vaguely know the one you're talking about, Pez.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
almost want to check my own VOD. I think there's like an optional spell I missed. Oh, that didn't help.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Let's try it backwards.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Very confused now. Rip.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
I clicked the wrong thing. Well, I tried turning them into gold.
That draft didn't seem to do much good.
I feel like I've tried every spell. I mean, clearly I haven't. Try this one again. Did I just write this one down incorrectly? No, because it's...
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
I know I've already done this. Okay. I'm just gonna GTFO. I clearly haven't learned
Come on,
this spell.
lads. He's had enough. Let him go.
Some kind of wizard, eh? Don't trip on your robe, little wizard.
Get on, you lazy bunch of yous. Back to work.
Okay. So GC is the stealth spell. Or invisibility. But I can't use it on them for reasons. But it's fine. I will learn other spells along the way. I did get the KMAC alert, but unfortunately it was roughly when I was starting, or after I'd already started maybe? Yeah, oh, it was like 20 minutes ago. Oh, I remember this. This has got some very Wizard of Oz vibes. Which I don't think I picked up on as a kid, because I had not seen The Wizard of Oz. Although that's not really shocking, because I still haven't seen The Wizard. Whatever that is, I want it.
Not so fast here.
Probably gonna have to become invisible. No, stealth it is.
Who's that? I can barely hear what they're saying.
I trust Your Excellency is pleased with our progress?
That all depends on how far this sphere can help me see.
4 hours, most assuredly. Perhaps 6 with a bit of luck.
Oh?
Only 6 hours? But I expressly requested 8.
Every sphere is unique, Bishop. It is impossible to accurately predict how well this sphere will perform.
I need at least 8 hours.
Correct, stealth.
8 hours, Master Crucible. See to it.
That can see into the future. Kinda rad, if I do say so myself.
Huh. A glass bell. I wonder what will happen if...
Oh? Did I just teleport?
I'm dizzy.
are you, lad?
And just what do you think you're doing up here?
I'm not sure. I just rang the bell and
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to be here.
Step back under the lens, please.
This is a restricted area. No visitors allowed.
Good day, sir.
Okay. So that happened. Briefly.
I guess I'm not supposed to go up there.
I want this. I want to see the future. Okay, so they've got teleportation and, like, future sight stuff. Look at them. All, like, 6 pixels of them. Go inside the dome, buddy. Okay, you don't want to go inside the dome. Fine, I accept that. Okay. I learned nothing. I mean, that would probably work pretty well, Niv. I don't know why you're trying to avoid conversation with everybody, but... Oh, can I just, like, look at this? Will this teach me a spell?
What's going on up there? What's going on up there?
Do I have any spells that could be useful? Wait! Wait! It was when they saw me that there was a problem.
It might help to point at something first.
I want you to point at yourself, buddy. It's so frustrating that I've got an invisibility spell, but it's, like, weird to use. Like, it's generally weird to use things on yourself in this game.
Didn't work.
There's gotta be more to this play. Like, there's another bell there. And I can't reach any of this rad stuff. Wait, I can go upstairs. Okay, there's more. Okay, I can go into this glass bell. Or this thing. Okay, rad.
Welcome to Crystal Guard, stranger.
Thank you.
I'm Master Goodmo, 31st in the Noble Guild of Glassmakers. And who might you be?
My name is Bobbin. Bobbin Threadbare of the, Noble Guild of Weavers.
A weaver! Tell me, is it true that to peer beneath a weaver's hood brings instant agonizing death?
Try it out, buddy.
I honestly don't know. Nobody's ever tried it with me. You have such a wonderful view of the sky here. Have you noticed a flock of swans flying this way?
Swans?
Swans. You know, birds.
Yes, swans! No, I haven't heard of any swan sightings. Look around to your heart's content, Weaver Threadbare. And remember, if you break it, you buy it.
Can I say I hate this guy? Am I allowed to say that? Because I hate this guy. Can you teach me something, Chalice?
That's beautiful. I've never seen anything sparkle like that. Not even the long tapestry. What kind of glass is it?
It was carved from a single crystal of diamond.
So not glass.
But I thought you were glass makers.
No, we are. A dear boy,
This is none other than the famous Chromax conundrum, wrought by our distinguished founder, Lucent Bottleblow.
I'm a
His works
steal
once
it.
filled an entire museum, you know. And that was before the Great Dragon arrived in 7342. She blew through this city like a torch, melting and breaking our finest works, plundering our museums and treasuries until we had almost nothing left. It was awful, just terrible, really a miserable time. Even Bottleblow's greatest masterpiece, the first scrying sphere, was lost forever.
But you still have the conundrum.
And a lucky thing, too. It was on loan to the Guild of Vintners at the time. It is the sole remaining example of our founder's transcendent genius.
But I'm still curious. Why is it diamond instead of glass?
Yeah.
We've no idea at all. That's the conundrum, you see.
You guys are idiots. Also, I really like the idea of guilds. I think it's a really interesting addition to the game.
I wonder where that dragon went with Bottleblow's other treasures.
Any spells I could use that could be useful here?
That must not be the right draft.
Could I be super mean and turn it invisible? No.
Didn't work. That didn't help at all. I guess that draft isn't going to help me here.
Maybe there's nothing I can do. I just have to move on to the next room. Oh! Well, there's certainly a lot here.
Softshard, wife of Lucent Bottleblow, here attained final clarity.
Interesting. Everything's green. How about I make it not green? Dang it.
That's obviously not the right draft for Graves.
Is there a right draft for Graves? Seems to be much I can do here. Huh. Wait a second. I can maybe try to open the grave, see if there's anything there. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to do. Ah, wrong stuff. Yes. Oh.
I don't think I'll try that one again.
Okay, but something happened. Which immediately makes this different and interesting. I was hoping this had like fallen off the pedestal and broken. He said he doesn't want to try it again, so I'm going to try it again.
I don't think I'll try that one again.
Close it? No. That doesn't do anything.
It doesn't seem to affect them at all.
Rip. Keep clicking the wrong place. So yes, it shakes the whole world.
I don't think I'll try that one again.
And yet he doesn't want to do anything.
Soft shard, wife of loosened bottle blow, here attained final clarity.
I have the ability to shake the entire world. An ability that Bobbin apparently has no desire to exploit. That's where I was trying to go before. Why wouldn't you let me go there? Now I was hoping that that had fallen over. No, these guys are still here.
Stop her! Over there. I don't believe this.
Looking for trouble, are you? You're certainly about to find it.
He'll not be the only one in trouble if Crucible finds him up here.
Not to mention what will happen if we get behind schedule. Listen here, lad. We have secret work to do and not much time to do it. Do you understand what secret means?
Yes, but it's very important that I get...
Good! Please step over to the lens, now.
Stupid brat.
You said it.
Okay, I was hoping that something different would happen this time.
Those two are going to be a bit of a problem.
Yes, they are. Where do I go? Where? Because the shepherds, like, I haven't learned anything new. I don't think the shepherds will let me past at this point. So the chalice doesn't do anything. Niv, yes, accountants get paid a lot. I think it might be walkthrough time, unfortunately. Only because this is one of the few things I don't like about streaming. If I were just playing this for myself, I would just try every spell on everything I could interact with, and just go from there. The fact that I can interact with these workers
What's going on up there?
makes me think something's in. I'll dye you guys green. Because the thing is, if I could just turn invisible...
Doesn't seem to affect them at all.
If I could turn invisible, I could get past them. Maybe I cast invisibility on them? Well, I've tried bleaching other things, Juice. It doesn't look like it. Oh?
I wonder, did it work? Only one way to find out.
So you don't cast the spell on yourself. You cast the invisibility spell on the people you want to hide from. Okay, that was not clear. So they're certainly not invisible to me, but hopefully I'm invisible to them. I am.
Our esteemed Bishop Mandible cuts quite a figure, doesn't he?
I don't doubt that Crucible's getting tired of bowing and scraping to him. Why would the clerics want a scrying sphere anyway? I thought they didn't believe in the future.
Yeah, your guess is as lucid as mine, Flute. But Crucible appears to think that they're up to no good again.
Then why would he do business with them at all? Let alone sell them a sphere.
Well, you know...
Ooh. Scythe telling me things?
That side is even sharper than a weaver's spindle.
What was that last
The
note?
clerics are paying off in cash.
Which should keep us in.
F or G, I think. A.
That side is even sharper than a weaver's spindle.
So I'm guessing that's like a
Still, I'm
cutting
certainly
spell?
pleased that Crucible's not taking any chances. This scythe might become very useful if our friend the bishop has been less than transparent with us.
Ouch!
Yes, very useful indeed.
Still, I can at least go to the other side and explore more of the city. Scrying orb. Does this like teach me how to look into the future or some crazy thing? Oh no, it just lets me look in. This is the spell I use to beat the shepherds. Okay. I think they're sharpening it, Niv. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I don't yet know the spell that will get me past the shepherds. But by looking into the future, I can see myself using the spell and learn. It's kind of weird and probably doesn't make sense in the real world. Yes, the scream was much scarier being cut off. I mean, Niv, all jokes aside, I am a fan of a good time travel paradox. Although some things that are called paradoxes are not really, they're just weird things. Yes, sorry, I saw the N and my brain just went, hey, you know who starts with an N. Sorry, Bubbles, I knew it was you. Like, I saw the color, I read Bubbles, and then my brain went, yeah, but it's an N, so let's just say the N thing. Not the N word. That's a different thing. Rip, I clicked off screen. Bobbin, are you not willing to leave the city? There we go. Nikki Nifty Arcade Mercurius Sart. Yes. What you're saying is there's a whole bunch of naked people on Twitch. I get it. Just like somehow there are a lot of really spooky or spooked people in the watch.
He's back.
So are we.
You are correct, Juice. Hey guys, you want to see something scary?
It might help to point at something first. That
is rad, Bubbles. I did not mean...
It's the dragon! Oh, he's after us!
Well, that worked. Funny.
Um,
I don't feel very scary.
That was not what I expected. But yes, unfortunately, I did not get a prefix without numbers. In fact, I got such a high number. Those of you who know my emotes will know. Okay. So, Juice, what are you always asking me to do? Keep in mind, they're white and covered in wool. Oh?
Hey, you!
The CEFA wakes?
Now I've got to go and round them all up again. And you'd better not be here when I get back.
But I messed up the order, so I didn't get to dye a sheep.
Go on now.
Dude fell right back asleep. Okay, sheep. The time has come.
It might help to point at something.
I am
first.
pointing at something. It works! That is an ugly-ass green. You're right, Juice, they're shinies. Oh, it looks even worse there. Is he gonna notice that his sheep are green? Hi, Chen.
Hey, you! Green sheep. Who ever heard of green sheep? How am I supposed to watch sheep that I can hardly see? Go on now.
Stitch, why did you have to do that? You immediately brought back memories of a much worse game. I need to learn that A. Yo, Chair! How goes? Did I miss a raid or something? No. Just rad people arriving at the same time. Jen? And please no. Oh, there is more I can explain. I hate that I know exactly what Chain is referencing. Like, just from those emotes. That is unpleasant, Bubbles. Also, Chair, do you know this game, given that you immediately went for that? Oh! Hello, sheep in a manger. I see you. I see you spying on me. Okay, it's interesting that you did that because, like, there's a major theme of swans in this game.
Hello there.
Who said that?
I did. My name is Fleece, first chosen of the Guild of Shepherds. I wish we had time to chat a while and trade some tales, but we've got a serious problem on our hands.
Oh?
What sort of trouble are you having?
It seems we've a dragon nearby who has an enormous appetite for fresh mutton. We breed our sheep for extra whiteness, so we cannot keep them on the meadows. She can spot them miles away. By now, the dragon has carried off so many that we may not be able to fill the cleric's order.
The clerics? I just saw the bishop at the glassmakers.
Interesting.
Bishop Mandible? He placed the order for 10,000 sheep.
10,000 sheep? That's enough to feed an army.
Yes, that had occurred to us too. You noticed our increased patrol in the forest. We'll deliver the sheep to the clerics if we can, but we won't trust them.
That seems
I suppose
smart.
fighting the dragon will be out of the question.
Only a mage can save us.
Oh, a mage. One who can turn your...
I see you've noticed my little friend.
I can make your sheep green.
She doesn't look at all well.
She isn't, and my songs of healing don't seem to be bringing her much comfort.
Oh, songs of healing? So, for those who have...
I wish I were better with him.
For those who have only joined recently, basically we cast magical spells using music. And we learn various spells along the way, and there are a couple of cool features. Like, for example, if you play a song backwards, it has the opposite effect, which doesn't work for everything. So, for example, the spell of healing is the same forwards and backwards, so there is no song of, like, murder that you can play. That music is old weaving because it is related to like a fancy loom, and I'm part of the guild of weavers, but its actual relation to weaving in terms of cloth, very loose. Although Bubbles seems to be bothered by it. Chen, I don't believe you can learn Megalovania, mostly because there's no way to set rhythm. Anyway. Let's see if I can help by dyeing this lamb green.
Perhaps I shouldn't bother her.
The game is called Loom because one of the... Like, you didn't see it at the start, but there is a massive loom which, like... The idea is that they weave reality. And so they're like these threads that they weave together to change reality. Music just happens to be how they achieve them. And mostly that's from a game mechanics standpoint.
The flock is out to pasture. You'll find them there. Go forth, wizard, and may you return safely to our fold.
Okay. Let's see if we can turn all of these sheep green. Because that should save them from the dragon, who will no longer be able to see them. You are correct. You are entirely correct, Bubbles. That is fucking hilarious.
Well, what have we here? Oh, that's what comes of being in such a blazing hurry, I guess. I thought you looked a bit scrawny. Oh, why, you'd hardly make a decent kindling.
Why would he not scream like that, Juice? He got picked up by an actual dragon. That was amazing. Just... sheep go green and immediately. Bubbles, you are correct. At the same time, one of the major items in the game is a loom. And so they named the game Loom. There is no actual weaving, presumably because they felt that that wouldn't work within the game mechanics. I don't blame them. I don't blame you either. So, I'm about to be very mean to this dragon. Like most dragons, she hoards gold. Ah, Juice. How sad you will soon be.
Have you no manners, lad? Stop staring at me.
Oh, was I staring? So sorry.
Oh, don't mind me, love. I get rather crotchety on an empty stomach.
Does that mean you're going to incinerate me then?
Incinerate you? Oh my, aren't you the foxy one? I haven't created any fire since my last mating season, and you don't want to know how many centuries ago that was. No, that's much too much heat for me these days.
You mean you can't breathe fire?
Can't? Let's just say I won't. Just between you and me, love, the stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I love her voice. So, Juice. You know how she lacks her gold? I feel bad about that. So I learned a spell that could turn straw to gold, and if I play it backwards...
Put it back the way you found it, now.
Oh. Okay, but I learned a new note, which is important. I will give her her gold back. Correct, Bubbles. That's basically what that was. But the important thing is, I learned the A note.
Thanks, love.
Reasons, Bubbles? Also, it's starting to look like this might be a single stream game, given how far I am along on the stave at the moment. I don't mind that. Sometimes just having a good, not too long game is fun. So I did learn how to put her to sleep. Well, how to put things to sleep. Which was A, F, E, C. Does that work on her?
I guess that isn't a draft.
But... okay. So, even though I've seen it, because I didn't have the A yet, I can't use it yet. Bubbles, you just learn notes from progressing in the game. It is a little bit arbitrary. Like, can I just GTFO? Is that an option? Not there, I can't. That would have been hilarious. Oh, I might be able to turn invisible. No.
I guess that draft isn't going to help me here.
I can illusion myself into a dragon. Hey, that was the thing to do. Oh,
Fire!
It doesn't illusion you into a
out.
dragon.
Put it out!
It just illusions you into whatever people are scared of. So it is literally a fear spell.
Funny young man. We are not amused.
Then let me out. You know what? Screw you. No gold for you. He would be. is worth noting, this is the
Put
second
it back
time
the way you found it.
Straw
Now.
to Gold, or the opposite, has given us a note. Now, if I set myself on fire, will she be even more scared? Because fire can burn straw.
Eek!
Yes! Oh, it's not just an illusion
You
spell.
haven't heard the last of me!
Like, it
you
made
cheeky
actual fire.
brat.
Okay. That's actually a really clever solution. So, gotta focus on the darkness before I can do the light spell. I do feel a little bit sorry for her. I kind of feel like the option should have been there to just ask her nicely, because I suspect she would have let us out. Oh no. It's one of these mazes where there's like no logic about what connects where. This is sure gonna be fun. You're not wrong, Juice. I deserve this. Let's try the simplest route first. Oh? That made 0 sense! Oh, this is worse. The doors, like, aren't even consistent. Is this a door? It is not a door. It's not one I can go through. Boy, this is fun. And I'm out. That was not as bad as I had feared. Anything fun over here? I mean, I know there's the obvious staircase, but I just wanted to check if there was anything interesting. Maybe learn a new spell. Honestly, this maze was not as bad as I was fearing. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis towards the end has...
It appears I can't get there from here.
Probably the worst example of that kind of maze. Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps this will continue to be terrible. The fact that it's in the dark makes this also very...
Guess I won't be going back that way.
How did he survive that? I mean, good job surviving. Oh? There's a pool of water. What will you teach me, water? Is that
My own reflection.
FAAF? I'm gonna confirm. Yeah.
My own reflection.
Okay, that do. I mean, you might be right, Juice. Doesn't do anything at this point.
That must not be the right draft.
Just let me get up there. I wonder if there's anything else I can cast on here. Can it go with no? Oh wait, there kind of has to be? I can't go there. What are my spells? Can't imagine opening's going to do much good, but it's worth trying.
That must not be the right draft.
Turn the water green.
That must not be the right draft.
Spin the water? Like make a whirlpool? No.
That must not be the right draft.
This is interesting. Because I don't seem to be able to go forward.
That must not be the right draft.
Like, unless I'm missing something? Like, I seem to be stuck in this area for... Can I walk across the pool? No, I can't. So it's clearly too deep for that. I can't go through there. Interesting. I've already tried casting Reflection on this.
That must not be the right draft.
Very odd. Close it? Opening didn't do anything? Maybe closing will.
That must not be the right draft.
That's very odd. Okay. This is slightly problematic. So, I need a spell from the very first island. Which obviously I don't have, and I have no way of getting. Yes, I checked a walkthrough. So, I'm just gonna check the walkthrough because I have heard that, so I should be able to. It should be in the walkthrough. I mean, here's hoping. I have no way to check my own VODs or anything. I know there was a G in it. In fact, I believe it started with a G. But that doesn't help me. Because that still leaves several options. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the thing that sucks. I'm gonna try multiple options. Just like, maybe not every option, but several options. I don't think it had... I think there was only one. I think there was G and then 3 of the CD. And I don't think they were the same ones.
I guess that isn't a draft.
You know what, I'm just gonna do this logically, one step at a time.
I guess that isn't a draft.
Wait, I've already done that one.
I guess that isn't a draft.
Let's see if there's like a list of standard ones. Okay, apparently there are like 3 options it can be according to at least one walkthrough I'm looking at. Let's hope it's one of these. Hey! Thank you, Steam Community Forums. So, 2 things. A, I should have written down that spell when I saw it. B, there really should be a way to, like... I don't know, I feel like from a puzzle design standpoint, the fact that you can get this point and just completely have forgotten really sucks. Okay. So at some point there's going to be a volcano erupting. I am sure it's fine.
It's already dry as a bone.
Okay, it's dry as a bone. That's an interesting fact, I'll grant you that. What are my spells? What could I do with this? Let me actually write down... what can I do to this? Honestly, I'm glad...
That must not be the right draft.
I'm glad that there was a guide which showed me those possibilities. I'm still a little bit frustrated that there is the fact that you can just completely screw up. But I'm also... At least it didn't take me a long time to figure that out, thanks to one person on the internet. Anything I can do with the reflection spell here? No.
Spheres work well enough without drafts, remember?
Yes, but this just showed me a volcano erupting. And since... oh wait, they show multiple things. That's interesting. That is a new draft which I cannot play. Moment.
Bishop Mandible. What in the world is he up to?
I was expecting to see the same thing all over again. That's what I was expecting to see. So I'm in an apparently dormant volcano. That's very much a not dormant volcano. I don't like that. Heal the hole. That did
must
nothing.
not be the right draft.
I tried reflection. Not in the hole.
That must not be the right draft.
It's also worth noting that these spheres that look into the future typically show things within the next few hours. So being in the volcano where things are about to go down, not a great place to be. Do I just like fill up the dry hole again? If so, that seems not useful. That was certainly a thing to do. But that doesn't leave me anywhere useful. That was not useful.
It might help to point at something first.
That leaves me back where I started, so I'm definitely undoing that. Is there just like, am I just being dumb? Can I just like walk here? It doesn't seem like it. Keep clicking off screen, trying to click like further to the left. But that's not doing anything. Oh! Oh, I could just... What? Okay, apparently I could just walk off screen to the right the whole time, even though it looked like a cliff all the way to the bottom. Whatever. This is what happens with 30-year-old art, I guess. Yeah, the game is still fundamentally good, but maze sequence, not fun in general, and being able to just completely miss one of the required spells, not amazing. How do I cross this? It's not a Sierra game. Firstly, I have died exactly 0 times. But that missable spell bothers me from like a game design perspective. Not only could you forget it, it's possible that you just it's possible to leave the island without ever having learnt it. And once you get to the place you need it, sorry. What could be useful? Frankly, I can't even click on any, so not a lot. Wait. Oh, I can click on the rock itself. Oh, I'm looking at my spells, and I think I've got a cool idea. I think that's exactly correct, Juice. Or
That only
untwisty?
twisted it tighter.
Okay, so it's untwisty. Click the wrong one. That did not go the way I was expecting, but sure. It was very cool looking. I'll give them that. Poor dragon lady. Oh. Well, this is fine. Oh no. Friend?
He's fast asleep.
Oh, I thought he was hurt. He's just asleep. That's fine.
It might help to point at something first. I guess that isn't a draft.
Did I get the sleeping waking song wrong? Because I swear that was the one I wrote down. So maybe it was D, not C. Okay. Gotta fix that. It was a D, not a C.
Hello there. What's that? Your music woke me up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not to worry. I'm Rusty Nailbender.
Oh.
I'm Bobbin Threadbare, of the Weavers.
Weavers, eh? Our folk are blacksmiths. I'm supposed to be getting firewood for the master, but this plateau's been picked cleaner than a new blade. Come over here. That's us down there. The forge. That's what we call it. I've heard you weavers don't get out much. What's your business here?
I've been looking for a flock of swans.
Swans? No. No swans around here. Oh, say, all this talk has made me sleepy.
Dude, you've got narcolepsy.
Oh, let me know if you find your swans. Oh.
I don't think these are graves. I think these are just boxes. Oh, wait. No, it's a grave.
These grave markers are forged from solid bronze.
Well, let's open her up.
I'm not sure I should try that.
That's just a thing you can do on graves that apparently doesn't have any effect. That's what it looks like, Juice.
These grave markers are forged from solid bronze.
Okay. So, Rusty does not seem to be useful to me.
Oh, who are you?
Just me, a friendly stranger?
This is a private guild, my strange young friend. The gate only opens for members.
I can't click on him, so I can't make myself invisible to him. Can I use the reflection spell to make myself look like Rusty? Is that what the spell does? Oh! Oh no! I don't like that it swaps us. That makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Hello, young nail-bender. About time you were coming home. Stoke's been looking for you, and he ain't real happy. You better get in there right now.
This dude never wears a shirt. Okay, cool. Nobody notices that I've got this stuff. Them some sound effects. Yes, because I don't want my skin to be burned off. But the other question, the question I thought you were going to ask, which is, would I wear a shirt if I looked like that guy? No, the answer to that is definitely I would not. He deserves to be shirtless, I'm just saying.
Well, it's about time, you lazy idiot. I sent you out 4 hours ago for firewood, and you bring me back one scrawny stick.
Don't touch it.
Your father weren't the foreman, I'd toss you in the furnace. You're just like the use downstairs with the bishop right now. If that fire goes out and the cleric's swords don't get done...
I'm sorry, I had a bit of trouble.
Perhaps you'd like to offer your confessions to the bishop in person. I'd be happy to arrange it. Now give me that stick.
No.
I'm done dealing with the likes of you, Nailbender. I'll be back, and you'd better hope the furnace doesn't go out.
What a mess. I can't do anything without my distaff.
Oh, this is a genuine problem. I have no magic. Huh.
That straw looks awfully comfortable, though. Oh, it must have a sleep draft woven into it.
Imagine frightening a poor defenceless old thing like me. Caw. Well, I may not be much good with fire, love, but I still enjoy the taste of tender,
no.
young meat.
One blasted stick of wood left, curse that lad. 10,000 swords to forge, and the furnace is about as cold as my chances for promotion.
Oh, the distaff is not liking
I
that.
don't believe this. Real nice of that Weaver kid. Just wait until his turn comes. I'll be waiting for him on the outside.
So, she killed Rusty.
Oh dear, that means trouble. If Elder Atropos saw his staff treated so, he'd have something to say about it. You could be sure of that.
Just fly into the
Careful now,
furnace.
old bird. Let's not singe the feathers.
And I'm back to me. Yes, we got Rusty killed. We are clearly the villain of the story at this point. Okay. Let's turn this into gold for no good reason. They did, and now Rusty would agree with them. I still can't interact with the door, interestingly. Oh no, I can.
It's locked.
Ah, but I have opening spell. The gold is just Stitch. I'm just leaving the gold there so that you know, they won't mind too much that I killed one of their own.
Not a stick left.
Is there anything I can do about that to help them? Not that I don't have a make big spell, and I also cannot interact with the fire, which I find the second one even more interesting. It's interesting. The bishop wanted 10,000 sheep and 10,000 swords. It legit sounds like he's raising an army. I want to listen in here.
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
Okay. So this dude is evil. Wait, which one sounds like me? Because I don't know whether to be... I don't know how good to feel about that. Can I listen to this conversation now? Is this a second conversation?
Edgewise, is that blade not ready yet? His Excellency is still waiting.
The metal is proud, sir. It does not yield easily to my blows.
More sweat will soften it, I trust.
It will be a blade to be reckoned with.
The Blade of Reckoning. It does have a certain apocalyptic ring to it. I trust I will not be kept waiting much longer.
Good metal rewards patience, exalted one.
And our client rewards quick service. Now pound!
Just as long as I don't sound like the cleric. Because he is actually actively evil. Oh wait! I can interact with the sword. That's interesting. What can I do to the sword?
It's too noisy to spin any drafts in here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I cannot, Juice. It is too noisy to spin any drafts. Do I need to, like, listen to this conversation 3 times, or...?
The final blade is even now.
No, I know what it is.
Most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, Edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
When he lifts it, that's my moment.
Slacking off now. Let's get it
I
finished.
think. Because he holds it up for... No.
A historic moment, Foreman. The
Maybe I'm wrong.
forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
Does this give me a few seconds to do the twisty?
It's about time he stopped. That
Yes.
hammering was making my head hurt.
Let's try twisty. Yes! Good idea, Juice.
What? What evil is this? A witch's curse has twisted the final blade.
A curse, Edgewise? I think not. It would take more than a mere witch's curse to ruin my plans. You there! Could it be that this little prank is of your doing? Yes? Well then, I would be honored to have you as my guest at the cathedral. I know some other curses that may amuse you.
So guys, we thinking the cleric is the good guy?
I'm getting really tired of this.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, trans-ultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics.
That is several words.
I know. Am I expected to kneel?
Silence, you impudent punk!
This is my assistant, Cobb.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And you require no introduction. Your cloak and staff betray your origins. But I must say I'm surprised to find you here. It's been quite a long time since any weaver bothered to leave that dreary little rock you call home. Loom. So provincial.
Oh, the island is also called Loom.
I can't help but wonder what impelled you to leave it now.
His Excellency asked you a question.
I know.
He really didn't.
I'm ignoring it.
Ah, recalcitrance. I see.
Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Master?
Please forgive my assistant his eagerness. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not understand the dangerous power of a weaver.
Dangerous? Your Reverence, him?
Quite dangerous indeed, my dear Cobb. In fact, he could burst this flimsy iron cage open with hardly a second thought.
Dang, I was hoping he didn't know
Impossible,
that.
most exalted one. I inspect the locks personally every fortnight.
Observe and learn then, for even now your prisoner plans his escape.
You are entirely correct. I do. Okay, so I can't interact with anything else. This isn't like a thing where you have to be clever first. Because I was thinking maybe I could put them to sleep first.
You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Fortunately, however, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks.
That distaff will never work for you.
Oh, no, my young friend, you're quite wrong about that. Come, let me show you.
He's an ex-weaver. Watch.
Consider the common graveyard. There, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct.
Is he gonna raise an army of the
Graveyards
undead?
like that, so?
Now, imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary were to be somehow breached, torn open, so to speak.
That's
not that simple.
That's why I had the
You can't
ability
just
to
rip
open
the pattern
graves.
apart like an old rag.
But it is that simple, my boy, and I can. I have only to lift this rod, and the legions of the dead will stream forth onto the plane of the living. A vast army of the dead, nourished by the shepherd's flocks, armed by the artisanship of the blacksmiths, guided by the glassmaker's spear. All under the spiritual leadership of one supreme commander, me!
Dude,
The final hour
that
is
is
now at
proper
hand.
evil.
The age of the clerics is upon us. I have preparations to attend to, Cobb. Don't let this boy out of your sight. He is to touch nothing. You understand me?
Perfectly, Your Excellence.
Still sucks to be without any of my
Lord
spells.
Mandible, ruler of the universe. I do like the sound of it. I'll have to change my stationery.
So,
You're not so dangerous now, then, are you?
So it's interesting. Anytime I came across a grave, I could play the opening on it, and the ground rumbled, and Bobbin said, "I don't think I'll try that again." And that's basically hinting at this. Hello, Beastie.
She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way.
I love the fact that...
Keep away from that! His Eminence said not to touch anything.
I wasn't gonna touch it. Just looking, Cobb, that's all.
Just looking, eh? Well then, perhaps we can do a bit of a trade.
Oh?
How about I let you
No,
look in the
Stitch.
sphere
If...
You let me look at your butthole.
Well, the legends say that to gaze upon an uncloaked weaver brings death. Naturally, we clerics aren't given to such silly superstitions, but I'm curious. Let's answer this one once and for all, shall we? No!
Oh?
May we have some quiet, please? I can't even begin to invoke the dead with all that screaming.
Well, he can't say he wasn't warned.
So, I wish I could replay that in slow motion. Because not only did he die, but like his soul essence got sucked into me, which is not grand. Oh, that's super cool. I don't have my stuff. But I think that's the one I saw before. Oh! Roast chicken. Black feather? Oh no. Oh no, the weaver I liked who liked me, she's a black swan. I don't actually know Ermac from Mortal Kombat. Does he also do a bunch of sucking souls into himself? Yes, I think you are right.
She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way.
I wish I had more options than this. I don't think I can die, but I'm still going to save. Just in case the game suddenly decides to pull a Sierra out of its butt.
I see Cobb has been lax in his duty. No matter. You're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era.
You don't have the slightest idea
of
what
that's
you're
horrible,
doing.
Juice.
The pattern is already worn and frayed. If you rip a hole in it now, the consequences will be beyond anything you can imagine.
Spare me your weaver mysticism, boy. The time has come when the dead shall no longer envy the living.
You've torn the pattern completely open.
And with it, the eyes of the dead. Behold!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
I think it's fair to have a bad feeling.
Disturb the peace of those who sleep.
I welcome and greet you, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, Transultimate Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics. And whom have I the honor of summoning?
I don't think I want to be part of this conversation.
No one obeyed any summoning of yours, foolish mortal.
Oh?
I have summoned you.
Oh?
I am Chaos.
Oh!
You have merely opened the door, and I have passed through it. For this, you shall be rewarded.
She cute.
Join me now.
as my slave.
Interesting.
I see it has been much too long since my last visit.
I don't know what that was. It was green, purple, purple, green. Which I suspect will be the key.
I can't seem to hold on to this thing.
So green is F. But purple I haven't learnt yet. I suspect it's going to be... I suspect it's going to be C. C, F, B, C. Okay, that's one I've already seen. The dragon is in another place. Oh wait, this one. Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, this beast is gone. Oh.
Stop!
Rip. Oh, this is cool. I can, like, teleport between places now. Can I interact with these? Can I close this? Because that seems like a thing to do. Since he wrecked things, maybe I can fix them a little.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
Okay, that didn't do anything. What implications, Juice? We're just manipulating the actual fabric of reality. Well, this is somewhere I know I need to go. Or think.
Rusty? Is that you? You don't look at all well.
I'm not well. Actually, I'm dead.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say a thing. What do I matter? I'm just another one of the dead.
Oh, Rusty.
This is getting heavy.
I feel terrible. I
And
didn't
that's
know.
not even the end of it. I go outside to wait for doomsday, like a good little ghost see. But no sooner do I get settled again, but some stupid idiot shreds the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. There are a lot of very unhappy dead wandering around here, let me tell you.
I know. I was there when it happened.
I might have known this was all your fault.
No, it wasn't me. The bishop managed this one all on his own.
Yeah? Well, there's going to be hell to pay, literally. There's talk among the dead that they're going to take over the world.
And why wouldn't
Starting
they?
with the forge. My home. Where we used to build strong things.
Oh.
Good things.
That looks different. Can I heal him? I think I clicked something wrong.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
Fucking brought him back to life.
You brought me back.
It is what you wanted, isn't it?
Believe me, being alive is a lot more fun than being dead. But how did you do it?
Well, healing your body was
I
easy.
didn't think that was possible.
You're alive because the pattern is torn and your soul was free to return to this side.
Well, I must go, Bobbin. I've got to know what happened to the rest of my guild.
And I must do the same. Good luck, Rusty. And be careful.
Good fortune to you too, my friend.
I'm assuming I have to, like, do something in each spot. That also suggests that I think I am capable of closing this. I just did the wrong spell. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna save here because there's a possibility that I don't know that you can mess up and close a place that you're supposed to open. I'm hoping that's not gonna happen. But yes, I'm just going through and repairing all the damage. Oh no.
You are too late, wizard. The dead have increased their numbers here. Those not dead are suffering, and my songs were again useless. All that's left for us is to put an end to their misery. Come, and extend your help, if you can.
Can I try healing them as well? Okay. So at this point, I'm literally a god.
What became of us? I was just walking among legions of dead.
You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. We have not had the chance to thank you properly, wizard. But our memories are long, and we will not forget you soon. Hail and farewell. Come along now, before the dead ones return to the harvest.
I mean, that's rad. But also, I shouldn't be messing with death. I feel like there are going to be some consequences to this down the line. I do think these are kind of optional. And I'm guessing the last of these will lead me back to Loom Island. But this is not the last of them. This is the Emerald City, I'm guessing. RIP.
Master Goodmold.
Ah, the Weaver boy.
Oh, he's not
At
dead.
least you've escaped the terror of the Dead Ones.
It appears the Crystal Guard has not been so fortunate. But I don't understand. Why did you not use the Great Scythe?
We never doubted the scythe could save us. No, never, no indeed. Even chaos must fall under its blade.
Okay.
But we could not do it. To unleash such merciless evil would show us to be no better than our enemies.
Okay, but you would have
The entire
won.
world would have feared us when it was done. And to have become so much like our enemy was unthinkable. Just unthinkable.
So you created a scythe.
So you didn't use it.
Which could save everybody.
Best we could hope for was to defend it bravely. But we are not warriors.
You mean Chaos stole the scythe?
We did what we could, but it was not enough.
Well, that's problematic.
Remember us, my young friend. Tell the word that we fought with courage.
You didn't. You just said that.
Chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity.
Okay, I cannot heal him. So the scythe could have saved us all, but they decided not to use it. For reasons I'm not convinced are not 100% bullshit. Just, we didn't want to be the bad guys, so we didn't do the thing that could have literally saved the world. New note. It's interesting that I get B. Because I have not yet seen a single song that uses that. but I do now know the song that can do something to chaos. I'm not sure what. But it's the song she used to make Mandible her slave.
Welcome, Bobbin. You have joined us
Oh.
here at last.
Where am I?
You are outside the pattern.
So this is just where
the home of the dead and of those transcended.
The Shore of Wonder?
Yes, Bobbin, the Shore of Wonder. And you are the first to behold it with mortal eyes.
So this is where the Weavers go when they die.
Your journey has been long, and you must have many questions.
You're the swan that appeared each year on my birthday, aren't you?
You saw me clearly then.
Yes.
I was never sure, but those visits meant so much. My only chance to watch you grow. You see, the elders forbade me to set foot on Loom Island just after you were born.
I thought you came to visit me, but I never quite believed it.
Call it a mother's curiosity. For indeed, Loom Child, that is who I am.
My mother is a swan?
Indeed. In mortal life, however, I was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders 17 long years ago for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom. How I've longed to know you, and you to know me.
How do I interpret those words?
Liar. That's just not true. My mother is buried in the Weaver's graveyard.
Dear Hetchel, she and the elders put that stone there so you wouldn't ask too many questions. Hetchel vowed to protect you forever, Bobbin. She is my dearest friend, and she loves you very much. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness.
What do you mean? Where is she?
She flew off to Loom Island to confront the Dead Ones.
The Dead Ones are after her?
It's not Hetchel they're after, my son. They want the Loom itself. If Chaos masters its secrets, the pattern will be hers to control.
Rip.
Hetchel plans to destroy the Loom if Chaos doesn't consume her first.
No, I've got to go back there, now!
You won't get far in that direction. The Loom lies beyond the lake. No, you must try a more subtle strategy.
Oh. What do you propose?
The Dead Ones move between the holes your bishop friend rent in the pattern.
I've closed them. I assumed there was going to be at least one more sentence in that.
Her eyes. They're just like mine.
So, hi, Mom. No, I can't turn my mom green.
Your drafts have no power over me, Bobbin.
But I wanted to turn you green. Always wanted a green mom. Okay. This will take us back to Loom Island. Okay. So, Juice, I have no idea. I don't know how to interpret that. She drew an unforeseen infant from the loom. Like, I don't know what that means.
Huh?
Oh. That sure is a cloud. So now I'm in an interesting position because I still don't know the last note for the pattern.
Mind yourself, Bobbin. Get your distaff ready. You must unmake the loom now before Chaos takes control.
What? How? I don't know what draft to use.
Birds and children have no business wielding such power.
Weavers are the only ones who do have the right to use this power.
Destiny has blessed you, young Threadbare. For you alone will live on to pass your guild secrets to others more worthy of them. I invite you to serve my new empire as advisor.
Me? You? Advisor?
Of course, I will expect your full cooperation in this historic exchange of goodwill. After all, anything else may bring harm to our relationship.
Don't listen to her, Bobbin. Heed me now. Here are the threads that will unmake the loom.
Silence.
Rachel, say something, please. I need that draft.
Enough! I lose patience in the presence of inferior beings. You will now instruct me in the use of this fascinating instrument.
Over my dead body.
Preference noted.
So I feel like I missed something important. I'm gonna make a different save. I feel like I missed something there.
Big moves, but there's nothing, not a sound.
Healing? Okay.
That's not helping.
But it was blue. The scythe could apparently affect her.
I advise you not to approach me too closely.
And I got a spell from the scythe.
Throw away that stick, young fool. Your weaver magic can't begin to touch me.
Okay, well, that was unfortunate.
I need to choose my drafts more.
Okay, so that's not a meaningful one. So I can't interact with her at all. BAGF? That's one I don't know. Hey Zach, I'm at the final encounter of Loom by the looks of it.
Well, that didn't work.
Possibly it taught me how to combat her. Ah, frick.
I advise you.
No?
Throw away that stick, young fool. Your weaver magic can't begin to touch me.
Why did the Loom show me that spell? Oh.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
It didn't. But it also didn't do any good in any of the other places I tried to use. Which... yeah. how... I'm looking over my spells. I've got opening. Dye green is probably not going to be super useful here. Light, turning straw to gold. Wait a second. Okay. DAGF. I've been forgetting a thing you can do with spells, which is play them backwards. If that's what messed her up, maybe this will fix her? Blue sparkles?
Thank goodness. Now, Bobbin, quickly! The threads you need are...
Ducks are meant to be eaten, not heard.
I'm sorry. Blue, green, blue, green.
Now, I believe
what?
We were discussing the secrets of the Loom.
Like, I know it's BFBF, but did she just...
That's not helping.
Yes, do that, Zach.
Well, that didn't work.
So is this like the spell that turned her into a chicken, and I can reverse that? Yes, it's basically this.
Close your eyes now, Bobbin. But keep your ears open. Here descends the third shadow.
That bird has annoyed me once too often.
Green, red, blue. On expert mode, you don't even get colors. You've just got to remember it.
Now, my esteemed
Whoa!
advisor, where were we before we were so rudely distracted?
Hetchel's black feather. She left one behind.
And so she did. I think I shall keep it as a souvenir of our little encounter.
I want that feather. Give it to me.
My, impudent, aren't we? I advise you not to approach me too closely, Weaver boy.
It wasn't Harry Potter music. They're using classical music, but I can't remember exactly which one that is. Now, is that BCCB? Because I thought it was... Yes. Which is the same forwards and backwards. Do I play this on her, on the loom, or... Huh? Oh! The spell that tore Hetchel apart
Bobbin, you did it.
is also the spell that tears the loom apart, apparently.
You ignorant fools!
I think it is Swan Lake, yes.
You comprehend what you have done? None of us can pass across this rift your weaver mischief has so blindly created. Your pious meddling has brought the end of my dream.
Your dream is whack.
For all eternity, the cries of those you have abandoned, Bobbin Threadbare. You will always know that you have left them under my roof.
We abandon no one. When our side of the pattern is mended, we will return and put an end to your evil.
Oh.
Come, Loom Child. It is time for us to begin our destinies anew.
And I got that one, which is the final one I need. Yeah, it's a good name for like a weaving metaphor. Not a lot of actual weaving happening in the game, which really annoyed Bubbles. Hi Paula, you've come in just at the end, but that doesn't mean there's a problem.
Leaving so soon, Weaver? I was looking forward to spending more time with you.
She just threw the scythe. That's gonna kill my mother, isn't it? Why can't I click it? I can. Oh, I can interact with myself for like the first time in the game, and now I can do. Oh well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I didn't notice you earlier, Paula, or if you were just lurking. I'm glad you've been around. You know what? I will try to dye myself green. It has been something I've tried on almost every object in the game. I didn't expect it to work.
That draft doesn't work on me.
I got the new note. I don't think it's like C major. It's just an octave up. But the important thing is, I know the spell that goes with this, and it's going to do something.
Fly away while you can, young threadbare, and know that we will most assuredly meet again.
I am ready, Mother.
What?
Let's go.
Oh! The scythe became the moon, and we just like dragged a weird rift in space. I'm a little bit confused. Yes, Chen, it turned out to be a single stream game, to my slight surprise. The ending was slightly unsatisfying, I have to say. I kind of get what they were going for. Like, I appreciate the fact that you don't really have to fight. You have to be smart. You have to unmake the loom. I'm sad that there's no way to bring Mother Hetchel back at the very end. Because she was the coolest lady and she deserved it. And yeah, so what's interesting is Juice reasonably says Loom to when. Because everything about this, like, oh, script adapted by, among others, Orson Scott Card. But so Chaos says we'll surely meet again. However, it's worth noting that at least according to the writers, there was never intended to be a sequel. This was considered to be a finished narrative. Stitch, no, please. Special thanks to George Lucas. I mean, it is LucasArts. Oh wow, a Lucasfilm Games production. Not even LucasArts at that point. I mean, you've got LucasArts Entertainment Company, but Lucasfilm was still attached. It's that early. Well, there we go. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. this was a lot of fun. Honestly, I kind of like having the opportunity to have a game that I can finish in a single stream. There are very few of them these days, but it's nice to have it. We're going to raid someone that I don't think I've ever raided before. I'm gonna raid Gam because why not? Thank you guys so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. Yes, Juice. If you write that Loom fanfiction, I will read it. Maybe I'll even read it on stream, depending on how things go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. This is one of the early LucasArts adventures. It does things so differently, but I really like the style of the puzzle setup, the style of the puzzle solutions. There were one or two little frustrating moments, but overall, I think it's incredibly solid. I will be streaming again on Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern, where I'll be finishing Terra Enigma and starting something new. And yeah, if you're only interested in adventure games, next week Sunday, 2:30 Eastern. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do. I hope you will all have a lovely day going forward. You all deserve it. You're all cuties. When you get to Gam, just, I don't know, give him the best love motes you've got. If you're subscribed to me, give him the pig love. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.